Hey, good evening. Good evening. My name is Yeeshua Amani. I am the CEO and active president of Paralegal Nation. You can reach me at www.paralegalnation.biz or my Instagram page, Mr.Armani1985, my TikTok page, Paralegal Nation, my YouTube page, Paralegal Nation. My Facebook page is also registered under Paralegal Nation as well. Or you can email me at info@paralegalnation.biz, or you can contact me directly at 1-877-799-1506. So today's lesson, I'm going to give you guys a step-by-step guide on how convicted felons and people who has a misdemeanor or infractions are able to obtain their guard car license in the state of California. So the first thing that you want to do is you want to get your record expunged. If you don't have an active lawyer, or if I'm not currently working on any of your cases, contact me at the above contact information that I mentioned earlier, so I can help you get your record expunged, so it can look really good on how to how to obtain your guard card license. Once you get your record expunged, then you want to go ahead and obtain your fingerprints again, through a state register's licensing agency, that you can get your fingerprints done. The reason why you want to do this is because you want to go ahead and get a copy of your up-to-date rap sheet. And then when you get your rap sheet, the courts is supposed to, quote unquote, go ahead and update the Department of Justice about your record being expunged. It's called an amendment, or amend rap sheet. On your amend rap sheet, if it doesn't show that you got your record expunged, what you want to do is, if you're working with me, this is what I would usually do is, but if you're doing it on your own, it's supposed to be a motion in there that you send in for a correction. And within that motion, you're going to let them know that you got your record expunged, send copies of your order of dismissal, and they're going to send you a amended rap sheet. It's going to show that this case has been dismissed. Now, in the process of you doing this, go to school and get your guard card. Now, what's going to end up happening is you have a 90% chance of getting denied, but don't let that discourage you. This is the reason why. So, right here is a client of mine's, and this is through the BSIS, as you can see, the Bureau Security Information System. And as you can see here, it shows several charges of his, right? And the reason why it still shows several charges of his, because they said that California did not update their database. So you're gonna get denied, and this right here is going to basically give you an option to appeal your case. So you have two different ways of appealing your case. Either you can do it by email, or you can do it by mail. What I recommend is you do it by mail. This is what you should. This is what you should include: letters of recommendation from people who love you and support you, job references, those who support you, copies of your expungement results, any certificates that you obtain in and out of jail, anything that makes you look good. And what you want to do is you want to go ahead and mail it to the Department of Consumer Affairs, Bureau of Security and Investigation Services, P.O. Box 980550, West Sacramento, California 95798-0550. And what you want to do is you want to send that certified mail with tracking. They also give you an option to email it to the Bureau as well, which I really don't like emailing anything like this, because you're going to be emailing over 20 or 30 documents depending on how many documents that you're going to send. But they email address is bsisreviewunit@dca.ca.gov. Now the DCA, right? Let me just break everything down. The DCA is the Department of Consumer Affairs, right? Because when you obtain your licenses or any professional licenses, business or professional license in the state of California, you go through the DCA. That's for security, medical, plumbing, any type of business or professional license that run a background is called the Department of Consumer Affairs. So let's talk about the Bureau, right? So the Bureau, when it comes to who you're going to see, and we're going to talk about that next, is a bunch of appointed officials, usually like 4 or 5 people that are appointed by the government to look over the Bureau of Security, the people that give you your guard card. So you're going to get denied. Do not let this discourage you, right? You're going to get denied. It's going to show some of your charges, right? Again, they do not update their records through the state of California. You have to manually do it, right? So this is where you go ahead and get your order for dismissals, either if you're working through me or another individual that's expunged your record. Get a copy of that, send that in to the address that I mentioned here. Now, what's going to end up happening is after you send them your appeal, that's what we call it. You're going to make sure that you put your file and case number, which you're going to find it right here. You want to make sure that you include that in your packet, send a certified mail of all the things that I mentioned above: letters of recommendation, job offers, people who love you, certificates that you earned in and out of jail, if you graduated from college, out of jail, in jail, whatever the case may be. You want to send a nice little packet to them. Now, what's going to end up happening is they're going to issue you a court date, or not a court date, but you're going to be in front of board members. You're going to get a notice like this, and it's going to say you're going to go to Sacramento. As you guys can see, the address right here. It's going to be at a hotel where you go there and you're going to wait in line. It's first come, first serve. Everybody get a limited amount of time to talk to this board. It's like a parole hearing. That's what a lot of people classify it as. You're going to go, each person is going to sign. You're going to go inside this hotel. You're going to have a waiting room, usually in the Sequoia room, right, or the Yosemite room. You're going to go there and you're going to be with other individuals and you're going to sign in, right? And then they're going to call each person one by one. So if you get there, if you're 11th or 12th, be prepared to be there for 6 to 9 hours. I'm not even lying to you. So it's best to really get there on time at 9 o'clock. That's when the doors open. And everybody gets a limited amount of time to go to talk to individuals. It's not like 3 people going there and talking at one time. It's one person. That one person can take an hour, 30 minutes, 15 minutes. So when it's your turn, this is what they're going to ask you. They're going to ask you about one of your crimes that you committed. They want to know the elements of the crime, meaning how did the crime take place? What did you do? Your involvement. They basically want you to show that you're responsible for the crime. They're not gonna do the whole rap sheet. So everybody on the board, there's gonna be 4 or 5 people. They're gonna have a copy of everything that you sent in, your letters of recommendation, the people who love you, job offers, etc. And they're gonna be able to, they're gonna ask you certain questions. What are you doing right now? What are your goals? How can this guard card help you? How did you change your life since then? Did you have any probation or parole violations? So when you go there, this is the address, and this is everything right here. It's gonna have your name, your case number, the address, the Sequoia room, or the Yosemite room. Everything's gonna look just like this. Gonna come in your mail, right? Boom. You go there. You're gonna sit in front of the board. They're gonna call you in one by one. When you go there, you can take as much time as you want. If you can bring somebody with you, like a trusted friend or a potential employer that's hiring you, somebody in the security field, someone is like if you got a cousin or somebody that's a guard card, that has a guard card, or you got a family member that has his security guard license, he's planning on hiring you after you get your guard card, sweeter the better, right? You go there, they're not going to give you an instant decision. What's going to end up happening is you're going to have to wait up to 30 days for them to send you a response on your decision. So just a little recap. This video is for those who have been convicted of a felon or a misdemeanor that wants to get into security but don't know if you can or you cannot get your guard card. Yes, you can. So let's go over the process. You're going to contact me or another lawyer, and you're going to get your record. You're going to contact me, or you're going to contact another individual or lawyer to get your record expunged. While you're in the process of doing that, find you an inexpensive guard card school online, like Valley Guard or anyone online that is going to help you get your guard card. Go through the whole process. If you've been convicted of a felon or misdemeanor, you might get denied, right? If you get denied, you're going to receive this form with your rap sheet, with your charges on here. Again, the state of California do not update their system. While you're in the process of going to school and everything and getting your guard card and stuff like that, go ahead and get your fingerprints. And then you want to amend your rap sheet so it displays that the record's been expunged. You're going to get this denial, right? You're going to get this denial with your name, case number, file number. Gather up evidence in your favor to showcase that you've been an upstanding citizen, you've been paying taxes, etc. What I recommend is you send it in to the address that I mentioned earlier in West Sacramento, California. What's going to end up happening is you're going to get a letter like this showing your hearing date in Rancho. I think this says on Del Paso Heights, right in Sacramento. It's gonna be at a hotel. You're going to go in. You're going to sign a piece of paper. You're going to sign in. The earlier, the better. Like I said earlier, if you've been there, if you get there lollygag and get there like at 9:30, 10 o'clock, you're going to be like 11, 12, 13 on the list. Be prepared to be there till 2, 3, 4 o'clock in the afternoon. The earlier, the better. This place is on Del Paso Heights, as you guys can see here. You're going to check in, sign in, wait for them to call your name. They're going to say, hey, you can wait in the lobby or you wait in the room. If I was you, wait in the lobby, wait for them to call you. The lady's going to ask you for your cell phone number. She's going to call you when you're up next or 2 spots to the hearing date. To the not hearing date, but to you be able to see the board. The board is selected by the governor. You're going to go there, plead your case, and going to ask you about a crime that you've committed. How did you change your life? How can this guard card help you and your family? What you plan on doing with it? What are your goals for the next 5 years? What do you plan on doing with your life? What did you do after incarceration? Then what's going to be happening is after this hearing, they got up to 30 days to go ahead and issue you your guard card, or they're going to deny you. But like I said earlier, do not let this discourage you. You might get denied. You might fall through the cracks. But if you get denied, appeal it. You want to show up, and then you want to display that you've been a good character to society. So if you need help with obtaining your guard card, I'm not a person that helps people go to school for your guard card, but I am the type of person that can write letters of recommendation. I can help you get your record expunged. I can show up with you and say, hey, he's a client of mine. I help him get his record expunged. He got things going for himself. I want to go to your board hearing and then speak on your behalf while you're there to put in a good word for you as a certified paralegal to help you get your record expunged. I'm willing to do that as well. But do not let this encourage you. If you need help with trying to get your guard card, I'm willing to help you obtain that under the umbrella of helping you get your record expunged. So contact me and I will help you do that. Yes, you can get your guard card as a convicted felon or misdemeanor in the state of California. If you have any more questions on anything that I mentioned in this video, you can contact me at the information that I provided in the beginning of the video. You guys have yourself a nice evening.